Welcome to Fuller Expectations, the podcast for anyone who feels that the path that they're on just isn't what they wanted or expected to be at this point in their lives. I'm Carrie Fuller, your host, and I am so excited that you took the time to listen in today. That tells me that you are investing in yourself, and that's exactly the type of person this podcast is for. Every week, we're going to have real conversations, share inspiring stories, and offer you the support that you need to create a life that feels aligned with your goals, your passion, and your purpose. A life that's just truly authentically yours. If you're interested in better, you are in the right place. We deserve to live a life that offers us true joy, no matter what age or stage we're in. If you like what you've heard today and thought of someone who might benefit by it, please share this podcast with them. Now, let's get right into it.
Today's episode is a little different and one that I think you'll find truly inspiring. My guest isn't a CEO or an author or someone with decades of experience. He's an 11-year-old boy. Now, you might be wondering, what can an 11-year-old teach me about life? But here's the thing. Sometimes the most powerful wisdom comes through the youngest voice. One of the questions I asked Preston was if his life were a book, what would the title be? And he answered me without hesitation. He said persistence. He shared with me that in life, every uphill has a downhill, and that people should never give up on their goals or dreams. It's actually pretty amazing. This conversation reminded me about how important it is to slow down and really talk with kids, because when we give them the space to share, we might just discover insights that spark something in us, maybe wisdom or hope, or even a fresh perspective on some of the challenges that we're facing. Now, the first few minutes, you might think, he sounds like the average 11-year-old to me. But wait until you hear some of the questions that I asked him and some of his answers. It actually left a smile on my face and was pretty refreshing. So join me as I sit down with Preston and explore life through his eyes, a conversation that's real, simple, and actually quite moving. Let's dive in.
Hi, Preston.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
I think this is going to be a fun podcast where anyone who has kids or grandkids or other relationships with kids your age, being 11, might like to hear some fun stuff that we're going to talk about today, right? So we're going to get into life as an 11-year-old. So you turned 11 recently, right?
Yes.
What's the best thing about being 11?
The best thing is probably it's one more year till 13. Well, it's one step forward till 13, and then it's one step forward, another step forward to 18.
Okay. But it's fun being 11, right?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah. Do you get to do things that you didn't get to do before?
Yeah.
What do you think that adults don't understand about being a kid your age?
What they don't understand, probably when we're on an online game, we can't really pause it.
So when they interrupt you,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to let you finish.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could make one rule that every adult had to follow, what would your rule be?
To subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Yeah, we're going to talk about your YouTube channel. So you would want every adult to have to subscribe to your YouTube channel, right? What would that do for you?
It would really boost my confidence, and it would really make me happy.
Yeah.
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 And make me noticed.
Yeah, you want to be noticed?
Yes.
I'm going to ask you some questions about your YouTube channel in just a minute. But talk about something that you're really good at besides your YouTube channel.
I've had a lot of people come up to me in my years of playing basketball, and they've said, hey, you're a really good basketball player. So I feel like that's what I'm good at.
That's cool. And you like sports, right?
Yes.
Do you like every sport?
Pretty much. Not volleyball or soccer, but I pretty much like every sport.
Yeah, you play. What other sports do you play?
I play football. That's pretty much it as of now.
Cool. Yep. Football and basketball. Which one do you like better?
I kind of like basketball a little bit more because it's a faster pace.
You like action?
Yeah.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
If my YouTube pans out really well, I might try to follow in that direction. But if not, I want to be an NBA player.
Well, you're pretty good at basketball, so you never know. Going into middle school next year, right?
Yes.
You're going to try out for the team?
There's travel teams too.
Yeah, travel teams too. I'm going to ask you a fun question right now. If you could have any superpower, the ability to do anything, what would it be?
Probably I have a little button and I can click it and I can be the best basketball player in the world.
Oh, that would be awesome. What is one thing that you wish school would teach kids that they don't learn in school?
I actually have two things, confidence and perseverance.
Oh, I love that. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yes, because I've interacted with kids or I've met them. Some of the kids are my friends. They don't really, they lose confidence in themselves if someone tells them they can't do something. And perseverance also kind of connects with that too, because if someone tells you can't do something, I know a couple of people that'll just quit and they'll be like, it's over. It's over.
Then they'll never achieve it, right? If you
Yeah.
quit, you'll never achieve it. That's good for our listeners today to understand. When somebody has a goal,
Yes.
if they quit, they're never going to get there.
But if you keep going, then you will get there eventually.
That's true. Words to live by. So, what's your favorite way to spend a Saturday?
My favorite way is maybe have my neighbors over and just playing basketball with them.
Yeah,
or
that's
I come up
cool.
to their house and then we just play basketball all day.
Yeah.
Like
That's
6,
awesome.
7 hours.
Let me ask you a question about somebody that inspires you. If you could pick an adult that inspires you, who would that be?
Anybody in the world?
Who's inspiring? Anybody in the world? A lot of possibilities there.
Yeah. Anyone that's inspired me in the world? Probably my dad, because he knows that taking the easy way out, he knows that I'll never be get to where I am. But if he's tough on me and making me learn from my mistakes, then he knows that I'm gonna get to where I wanna be.
Yeah.
And to where I need to be.
So he has your best interest at heart.
Yes.
And you know that. So that's inspiring.
Yes.
Okay. I want to talk about your YouTube channel. What inspired you to start a YouTube channel?
I just scroll through YouTube and I see these big YouTubers with 20 million subscribers, over 40 million, 50 million. And I just said I want to be one of those big dogs at the top.
Yeah, you want to be at the top.
Yeah.
What's the name of your YouTube channel?
At Game Time Sports 14.
Because your content is all about sports?
Yes.
Do you do everything in your videos? Do you edit them? And so you videotape everything and then you edit it?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that hard?
Probably takes me 10 to 15 minutes to get the clips, get them onto my editing platform, edit them, and then, upload them.
Is it easy?
Decently easy.
Yeah. You taught yourself?
No, I actually had someone help me.
One of your friends or something?
Yes, we were on a call and then he showed me.
What's been your favorite video that you've made so far?
Probably the Anthony Edwards edit, because that was my first edit that I made. My first one where it was video clip.
So you like the challenge?
Yeah.
Have you learned anything new since you started your YouTube channel?
For every uphill, there's going to be a downhill. Because earlier when I started my YouTube channel, at one point I had 30 subscribers, and this was in April. I had 30 subscribers, and I went down to 19. Then I was
you were kind of depressed
kidding?
about that.
Yeah. and then now I'm just losing subscribers, and I say, oh, that's okay. That just means I'm gonna work harder.
Yeah.
That just means I'm trying to get more. 2 subscribers, I lose 1, try to get 4 subscribers.
Yep.
Every time I have a reset, I always just need to focus on getting better.
So don't get discouraged, because it's almost like that saying, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, where you get forward and then you get set back, and then you go forward and you get set back. That's life, right?
Yeah, and the more you get frustrated, the more setbacks you're going to have.
Yeah. And now you set goals. What do you have goals? Monthly goals for new subscribers?
Yes, right now we are at 135 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 150 by the time my school year starts, or at least the end of the month of August.
It's good to have goals that you break down like that.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite athlete or a sports team that you like?
My favorite athlete of all time is Kobe Bryant, because he had the greatest mindset ever. He always wanted to be the first one in the gym and the last one out of the gym. And he just had a mentality. Every time he lost, he couldn't look in the past. He had to look in the future.
That's a great person to look up to. So if you could interview any athlete on your channel, who would you interview?
Would probably be Anthony Edwards, because he has a great amount of confidence. And to interview him, I would like someone that's confident, not just someone that's depressed and always feeling bad on themselves.
Yeah.
And just always getting frustrated.
You would want to interview somebody that's inspiring.
Yeah, someone that's confident in themselves.
So how do you come up with ideas for your videos?
Some of them just come off the top of my head, and some of them just, I think of them, and then maybe they need a friend. I call up a friend, and if they don't, I just grab my tripod and do it.
Cool. We're going to do some fun questions.
All right.
We're going to call this a little bit of bonus fun here.
All right.
This is just off the top of your head. You can give me answers. You don't have to think too much about it. Okay?
All right.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Oh my God. 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? Probably a horse-sized duck.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think it's tougher than a horse. That's just why.
Okay. Pineapple on pizza. Yes or no?
No.
No, I agree.
My parents are weird though.
They like it?
Pineapple on pizza.
Yeah. What's your go-to snack?
Probably editing, watermelon or cantaloupe, pretty much any fruit.
You're a fruit kid, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much fruit all the time. But if not, I'd probably go for the protein, like beef sticks and stuff. That's in my pantry. I just grab a beef stick, take it out of the packaging,
Nice.
and then bang, I'm finished.
Nice. If your life were a movie, what would the title of the movie be?
Probably Perseverance.
Perseverance. I love that.
Yes, because just like I said, every uphill there's a downhill, and you have to recognize that you're going to have downhills and uphills your whole life. If you have a downhill, you can't just be like, oh, dang it, it's over. You can't think of it that way. You have to think, all right, I'm at a downhill. Now I need to go up, because your goal is the mountaintop, and you want to be at the mountaintop. But if you're losing confidence in yourself because you're going downhill, that's only going to make you farther away from where you need from your goal. That's only going to make you farther away from the top of the mountain.
It's pretty cool that you know that and you're 11 years old.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know wise people.
Well, you are a wise person. Sounds like you're a wise person. Can you teach me the cool slang word that 11-year-olds use that I probably don't know about?
Do you know about aura?
Aura?
Yeah.
Like a person's aura?
Yeah.
What does aura mean to you?
Well, what it means to us, it probably just means like you're like chill. Well, not chill, but you're like everyone wants to be around you. They like you. But if you don't have any aura, no one wants to be around you.
Can
You're
you
lame.
use the word aura in a sentence for me?
I just gained 1,000 aura.
I love it. Preston, is there anything that you want to share with me that I didn't ask you about?
The people who watch this podcast, if they have any relatives that are my age, they're young, which means they have to look ahead. And they can't already be quitting now. Because at such a young age, they have to look ahead. Because us kids, we have long lives. I have about like 70 years more. Yes.
Probably more than that.
Probably more.
Yeah.
I could probably live to 100, maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
Manifest it.
What does manifest mean?
What manifest means, how I know it, is basically you're talking something into the future to try to make it true.
Happen. That's awesome. Yes. I manifest all the time.
Yes.
I manifest my parking spots. When I'm on my way to the store, I tell myself I'm going to find a good parking spot.
Parking karma, as my mom says.
I know, it works. You have to think positive, and you tell yourself positive things, right?
Yeah, like if you go into something that you don't like I was just at my basketball camp a couple weeks ago, and these kids were thinking negative. They were saying they were going to have a bad day. But I said, I go to some camps that I don't like either. I just think, hey, at least one of my friends is here at this camp. At least I'm just not, I think about it and I say, some people don't even go to camp. Some people like are fighting for their lives in the hospital. Some people don't have a home, and that just means something. How my parents spend their hard worked money on me going to a camp for me to like make them angry at me because I'm just hating it and I'm getting mad all over the house, like stomping all over the house. That just makes my parents, and it just makes me feel bad. If I'm like mad, throwing a fit around the house, that just means that I don't like the camp. Yeah, I don't like some of the camps that I go to.
Yeah,
but for the camps that I do like, I appreciate that I at least have a home, a shelter above my head, food that's on my plate. You just have to think positive. If you think negative, you're going to have a bad time at the camp. But if you think positive, you're gonna be like, dang, it's been 6 hours already when it's only felt like 30 minutes.
That's true.
But if you think negative, you're gonna feel like 6 hours is probably 6 days if you think negative. But if you think positive, dang, it's like it's been 6 hours and then it felt like 30 minutes. And that's how it feels when you think positive and you say, oh, I'm gonna have a great day. I get that people think negative sometimes. It's okay to think negative here and there, but you just have to think next time I can't think negative. I have to think positive.
Well, you're manifesting it. You're manifesting a good day by thinking positive about it.
Thinking positive
and
in the
then
future.
You end up having a good day, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
A couple of the days at camp, I had a decent day. If, like, I think negative, I'm going to have a bad day. If I think good, I'm going to have a better day than me thinking bad.
That's right. That's a good lesson for adults and kids.
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Preston, for being here.
Thank you for having me on your podcast.
I love this. This is going to be a great episode.
Yes, it will.
We're going to share it. We'll put in a link in our notes about Game Time Sports 14.
Yes.
On YouTube, which is Preston's channel.
Everyone that's watching this, subscribe.
Yes, subscribe to Preston. He shares some pretty cool stuff online. Yeah. Good for adults and kids, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
And I have a goal. By the time my time's up, I want to at least have 100,000 new people.
That's a great goal.
Whether it's from the next generation, I want to have at least 100,000 kids step on a court or a field. Any sport. It can be volleyball, it can be field hockey, it can be like anything. Heck, it can be t-ball.
You know what, Preston? I think that you could post some videos about persistence and manifesting positive things because you're really good at talking about that. You should share some of your positivity with the world.
Yeah, and people are always going to be, like, they're always going to be jealous of you at school. That, you want to know what that means? That means you have something that they don't have. You need to be able to just shrug it off and walk away. And also, if we reflect back on my goal to get new people on a court or a field, and it's just, I set goals, and when you set goals, it's going to be, like, good for you. Because if you're just saying, oh, I'm going to get 100,000, my goal is to get 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, you don't want to think those big goals yet. You want to start off with the little goals.
Yeah.
Like 100 subscribers. Kick it up from there. 200. And then you can go to 100,000 subscribers. My goal right now is by the end of this podcast, I want at least 5 people to at least give one sport a try. Like whether it's trying out for basketball, whether it's playing flag football. I just want 5 new people after this podcast to go and play a sport. At least try something.
Yep.
Because if you don't try something new and you just want to be a couch potato all the time and just, well, I like adventuring and stuff. But it's cool that you like adventuring, but give sports a try because just like my mom says, like if we're at the dinner table and she gives me something that I don't like, she says, I want you to at least take 3 bites of it and then you can say you don't like it. But just like sports, everyone that's watching this podcast, if you have a grandson, then just say to them, if they're not playing sports, I want you to at least try out for a sport. Then you can tell me you don't like it.
And adults too, right?
Yes.
Adults can do sports too.
Yes. There's been adult leagues, pretty much everything.
Yeah, there are adult leagues.
Yes.
I was on a pickleball league for adults with my work. That was fun.
Yeah.
And then they have softball leagues in my town for adults.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty fun. This was awesome, Preston. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on the podcast.
Talking with Preston left me inspired, and I hope it did the same for you. Maybe today's takeaway is this. Next time you're with a child, whether it's your own, a grandchild, or someone else's, pause, listen, and ask questions for more than just a couple minutes. You might be inspired or surprised at just how much their perspective can teach you about living life fully, no matter what age or stage you're in. Thanks for listening today. If this episode sparked something in you, please share it with a friend, leave a comment or a review, and reach out and let me know what resonated. Remember, no matter what age or stage of life you're in, you can pivot. And always remember, the second half of life is not a winding down. It's a waking up. Please follow or subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of our podcast family. Let's keep showing up and being the best version of ourselves. Until next time, take care.